Hello everyone, it's dietitian Yağmur from Istanbul Bariatric Center. Today we're going to talk about Christmas dinner. We are such a pretty phase of the year. It's Christmas period, so this patient support meeting is all about Christmas, but slightly different. It is because this is bariatric Christmas dinner. So we're going to start figure out what is bariatric Christmas dinner in this meeting. But before I start, I want to ask you a question that you already see on the presentation is, do you still enjoy your dinners? It's pretty important question. Most of my patients ask this before surgery to me that, Yağmur, am I going to enjoy my dinners after surgery, or am I going to attend social activities, social gatherings, dinners, lunch, and breakfast as I used to do? And am I going to still be part of this event? So let me ask you this question. Do you still enjoy your dinner? And please, after watch this presentation, you can write down your comments on YouTube, or you can join our Facebook group and you can either start a conversation there about this topic, or you can attend any of the conversation that already started in Facebook group. So we can talk about this together and share our experiences, share our comments, and maybe we can enlighten other minds. So whenever I get question about nutrition, I always check the phase because it's really very important which phase you are in. It might be liquid, pure, solid, post-operative treatments, and after a year. It is quite important because you already know that each phase has their own specific rules. So here is some examples about the Christmas dinner and the phases. So in liquid diet, turkey consomme, and pure diet, turkey soup, or you can mash your turkey, tender turkey meat, or tender meat, red meat, or any other fish. You can eat it with side vegetables, which is cooked. You can enjoy your meal like this. And in solid diet, now we are eating everything in their original form, but in solid diet, which is important, is having enough portions, because in solid diet we are start to figure out what is our portion size and how much do we eat. We are going to understand that in solid diet. As you know, in post-operative 3 months, as we all know, we are adding carbohydrates, so no mashed potatoes, no rice in the first 3 months. So after 3 months we are adding complex carbohydrates in our meal plan. What about after a year? As you can see, it's called bariatric plate sample. So what is bariatric plate? It's a small plate where we fill half of the plate with proteins and quarter of it with vegetables, which means vitamins, minerals, and fiber. And last quarter will be filled with healthy fats and complex carbohydrates. When we do this, what does it mean? It's a bariatric plate. It's healthy and balanced. It's high in nutritional values. It's high in protein, high in fiber, high in good fatty acids, and it's a filling great plate. So what do we do here is I have some tips for you. When we enjoy our meals, for example, you can bring your turkey consomme to a meal, or your small plate to the meal, and you can make this event suitable for you. So please don't be shy about adding your values into another event or come up with new ideas. And it's not going to be a different, it's just going to be suitable for you. And I'm sure that your family and friends will love it, that you are doing something great for yourself. What are the tips? Eating slowly, chewing well, choosing a tender meat. These are the quite important tips for the meal. Another important thing is dumping syndrome, as you all know. And we don't like dumping syndrome, right? Because this is uncomfortable situation and we don't want to face this with family gatherings. Uh, and what do we do to avoid this dumping syndrome? It's, as you know, how do we understand that this is a dumping syndrome? While we are having nausea, when we are having dizziness, and when we are having sweating in all in once after a meal or 1 to 3 hours after meal, it can be a dumping syndrome. Why do we have this syndrome? It's because maybe you eat saturated fat a lot, or you eat sugar a lot, or you eat carbohydrate a lot, or you eat and drink together. These all reasons can cause dumping syndrome. So to avoid this, to enjoy your meal without any dumping syndrome, please avoid heavy cream, heavy sauce with butter, sugar, animal fat, alcohol, and drinking together. These are the most important things. If you avoid those, you don't have to worry about dumping syndrome, which is way more important for the mini gastric bypass patients. Another important thing is, yes, you are going to eat less. We all know that. But this doesn't mean that you are not going to enjoy beautiful meals. You are going to enjoy them, but in smaller portions. So organize your plate before you start eating is quite important. Put everything on your small plate before you start eating, and please avoid refilling your plate. This is also really important. So stick with your things in your plate, and please don't start adding another pieces from the table. And we all know that I'm keep saying that it's always proteins first, because protein is the most important nutrient that we have to have in our small baby stomach. So start with your proteins, chew really well, have small bites, and when you finish your proteins, if you are still feeling like, yeah, I can eat some more, and then you can continue with vegetables, and then you can continue with healthy fats and carbohydrates. So and tips for the events are small bites, chew 15 times, and avoid carbohydrates for fullness, so you can have some space for your dessert. What about alcohol and desserts? Yes, we all know that in the first year, it's not allowed to drink alcohol. So for the patients who are still in their first year, you can prefer fruit juice, which is not going to make you feel headaches on the next day, and will fill you with loads of vitamins and minerals. And for the ones who passed their first year, you can prefer Prosecco, which is a good alcohol for after a year bariatric surgery. As a dessert, you might have a chia pudding or dry fruits or fresh fruits. And please avoid extra added sugar, because this is all about changing a lifestyle. So we can't still stick on the habits, stick on the old dessert options, and continue on our weight loss. So please try to change this habit. Here is some recipes for you. This is Parmesan Brussels sprouts, and this is bariatric pumpkin spice latte. You can find those kind of recipes online, or you can have cookbooks, and they are filled with this kind of beautiful, delicious recipes. Please check them out, because I'm sure that you will like that. And please don't forget to bring some for your friends and family. I'm sure that they're gonna love it also. And this changing lifestyle thing can spread, and maybe you can help somebody else. Just remember, after bariatric surgery, you can still enjoy your Christmas dinner. It will be just different than before, but you will like it. You can still taste all the flavors of your Christmas dinner, and you will feel satisfied. This year, you made a wonderful decision, or maybe many years ago, you made a wonderful decision for yourself. You are losing your excessive weight, and that caused troubles all those years. This year, with several smaller sizes of clothes, show your glow, glow in the photos, enjoy your dinner, enjoy this perfect time of the year. And yeah, it's just going to be a different, slightly different, but it's all about uh, being with your family and being healthy, right? So I'm sure that bariatric surgery will help you to spend more years with your family and friends, since you are going to be much more healthier than you used to be. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope I will see you next month for the patient support meeting. So bye for now. If you have any questions, please write me. You can write on comments, or you can text me on WhatsApp, or you can join our Facebook group and ask me your questions there. Bye bye. Have a nice Christmas.